Y'all know how much that meant to me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. But the biggest thing, we got to get back to work, man. That was a hell of a win. But we got to get back to the grind on the next week, man. Love y'all boys, man. Texas on 3, 1, 2, 3.
You guys, welcome back. Kaja here, Just Simply Sports. Now, you just saw Stefon Diggs say thank you to his fellow teammates for helping him get his revenge game against the Bills. I do not feel like it was a revenge game at all, you guys. If I'm being honest, and you know that I love Josh Allen, so I'm not trying to be biased here, although you might think that I am. I do not feel like the Houston Texans won that game as more so as the Bills gave it away, especially in the end. Now, it came down to me to bad coaching. Why? Number one, Josh Allen hit his head really hard. He should have been out the rest of that game. I don't care if he wants to play. I don't care how bad you want to win. He hit his head really hard, and that's not something that happens to him normally or that I remember seeing happen to him. He should have been out for the rest of the game. He should not have been allowed to play. Sometimes you got to save a player for themselves. That's the first thing. When we get down the first half, it was awful. Josh Allen was awful. 9 out of 30, it was just an awful game for him. There's no way to even defend that. You know what I mean? But the second half, they stepped it up, and we got all the way down to a tied game. Usage of the clock, time management. Why, with 32 seconds left, are you not using the clock? Why are you not forcing the Texans to use their timeouts? It did not make sense to me, and this is the second week in a row that I'm looking, and I'm just like, what's going on with the coaching here? I said last week in my video, and I love Lamar Jackson too, you guys know this. But I said then, coaching, I don't like the decisions that are being made. There were no adjustments last week. There were no answers. But then in the same breath, I'm looking and I'm saying, this is why they need to go out and get a Devontae Adams, because they need more. Josh can only do but so much, and every single game, especially when you play better teams, like the Houston Texans are a good team. They're not the Jacksonville Jaguars. You are going to need to play better. The Bills did not look, the offense was just awful. But I'm looking at the coaching again. I'm like, you know what you have in your locker room. You know what you're going against. You watch film. Why are you making the choice with 32 seconds left to keep throwing the ball? When you see it's not working, it's not making sense. So I'm glad that Stefon feels good because his team won. But it wasn't as if it was in dominant fashion like how the Ravens came out there and ran roughshod over the Bills last week. It wasn't like that for me. How do you guys feel? Did the Texans win the game, or did the Bills give the game away? Let me know in the comments.